This is homework for 11/8/16, Tuesday, and you are finding solutions to equations. Note that you can find infinite solutions to equations, but only a really, really, really evil teacher would make you do that because you'd never be done. So I'm asking you to find 3 solutions to each equation. You're always going to find the y-intercept, where x is 0, the x-intercept, where y is 0, and you're going to do a free choice one here. Mrs. Steffen will not do the free choice one because I'm showing you these two, and I have no idea what you're going to pick for free choice, so these I'll have to check tomorrow when I look at your homework. Please show your work. So to show my work for the first one, if x is 0, then I had to put a 0 in the x spot and solve for y, so it's going to look like this. And then 2 times 0 is 0, and 0 minus 4 is -4, so y equals -4. And now I can come back over here and write 0, -4. If I did it this way, then now 0's in the y spot, so I'm going to go ahead and put a 0 in the y spot and solve for x. And in order to get the x by itself, I have to do 2 things. First, I have to get rid of this, and then I have to divide by 2 on both sides. So getting rid of -4, the opposite of subtracting 4 is to add 4. Add 4. This is just solving equations like you did last night, only these are easy. This, of course, cancels out, and all I have left over here is 2x. And if you take 0 and add 4, you're going to have 4. Drop your equal sign. The opposite of multiplying, and this means multiply, is to divide. So to get rid of this 2 times x, I'm going to divide by 2. Divide by 2. And this is 1. Notice I'm showing all my work, so should you. X equals 2. So now I can come over there, and I can put a 2 right there. Okay, you do the free choice one on your own. I'm not going to be showing the free choice one. I have no idea what you're going to pick for your free choice one. So I should see 1, 2, 3 parts of work so that I see all 3. Okay, so if I first find the y-intercept, whoopsies, I did not mean to do that. That's where x is 0. And so I'm going to put a 0 into the x spot. Plus 2y equals 5. Remember, you can pause this if I'm going too fast and watch it more slowly. You should be trying these on your own first before you do them with the video anyway. So that would be 0. And that gives me 2y equals 6. Here I have to figure out how to undo 2 timesing by 2. What's the opposite of multiplying by 2? Dividing by 2. So now I have y equals 3. I'm going to shrink that work a little bit so I have room for the next one. Whoops. My y came with it. So I'm going to erase the y and bring it up here in black where it goes. Okay. Now I'm going to do the other intercept. So that's where y is 0. This is the x-intercept that I'm about to do. And so I'm going to go 3x plus 2 times what? 2 times 0 equals 6. And that's going to give me 3x equals 6, because 2 times 0 is 0. This is multiplication. And so to undo multiplication, you have to divide. Divide by 3, divide by 3, x equal 2. And so now I'm going to just change my ordered pairs really fast. The y-intercept was 0, 3. Oops. I'm going to put a 3 right there. And the x-intercept came out to be 2, 0. So I'm going to put a 2 right there. And then remember that you have to do a third one and show work for the third one, so you should show work for all 3. of your choice. Number 3. So if I do the y-intercept first, where I'll put both of these down really fast. Okay, so this one is the x-intercept and this one's the y-intercept. It's the x-intercept because there's going to be some number that you go over and then 0 up or down. And so I have to put a 0 in the y spot. 0 equals -4 times x plus 2. Now I have to solve this equation right here for x. Always get rid of addition and subtraction first, so subtract 2, subtract 2. That's going to give me -4x equals -2. I like to cross this out, but you don't really need to. This means to multiply. To get rid of multiplication, you undo with division. And so I'm dividing by -4 on both sides because I want to get rid of this -4. This is 1, -4 divided by -4. And -2 divided by -4 is +1/2, which means that this was a 1/2. Now if I substitute 0 in for the x spot, I'll have y equals -4 times 0 plus 2. And then -4 times 0 is 0, so y equals 2. And so now I can go to my ordered pair and I can put a 2 right here. And then you have to do the third one, the free choice one. Remember, you should have work once, twice, 3 times. Number 4, which is the last one. Hopefully you're kind of figuring out which is the x-intercept and which is the y-intercept. It's kind of important that you know that. So if you were going to go over some number and then not up or down, would that be x or y? You went over some number and not up or down, that would be x. And if you went over none but up and down some number, that would be y. Okay, so I'm going to put the 0 right here in the y spot right here. So 4x plus 8 times 0 equal 12. This is 0. 4x equal 12. How do you undo multiplication? You divide. Divide by 4, divide by 4, x equals 3. So now I can go over and put a 3 right there. Now I have to put x in the x spot as 0, because this is in the x spot. So 4 times 0 plus 8y equal 12. Multiply, that's 0. So 8y equal 12. Solve this for y. Divide by 8. Divide by 8. Y equals, 8 will go into 12 one time with 4 eighths or 1/2 left. And so my y was 1 1/2. And then you have one more to do, a free choice one. And that is it for homework, Tuesday the 8th. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.